My name is Ross Neubauer. I'm 21 years old, and my story really starts about 10 years ago with my brother. He was misdiagnosed at 19 years old with a rare type of soft tissue cancer called alveolar rhabdomyosarcoma. It originally started when he was at the University of Toledo. He found a lump in his testicle, and he went into the university doctor, and they thought it was one thing, and it ended up being something else, and they kind of ignored it. And from there it metastasized, and over the next 3 years he had relapsed a few times and then eventually passed away. And his story, he really left a legacy. He loved baseball, and because he was too old for Make-A-Wish, we sought out to do our own nonprofit, our own charity, and by doing that we went to 26 out of 30 major league ballparks, and he threw out the first pitch for the Indians. He practiced with the Indians. We traveled to all these different ballparks via private jet donated by friends and family and anonymous people. It was a really great experience. So at the beginning of 2016, 10 years after my brother Jeffrey passed away, I started noticing a mass in my arm, and there was some pain there that I thought was nothing more than something weird or muscle related. And went to a few different specialists, and it eventually boiled down to cancer. We almost went through what my brother had gone through, with doctors being kind of unsure about this or that, or thought it was one thing and ended up being another. So we really dodged a bullet in the regards to, we thought we could have gone down the same road as Jeffrey did. Luckily we didn't. We were very early and we attacked it. But what I ended up having was epithelioid sarcoma, which is a very rare soft tissue cancer. In the scale of rarity, my brother was about 6 in a million kids get it, the type of cancer he had, and that accounts for 40% of all soft tissue sarcomas. Now I have 1% of all soft tissue sarcomas, so it really is insane that I got that cancer. Now what's even crazier is that he had sarcoma and I had a sarcoma, and that's in the same bloodline, and that's just astronomical to have found. So rarity aside, after the diagnosis we continued with 5 weeks of radiation and then surgery where we removed my bicep muscle as well as the tumor attached to it. The benefit to taking out the entire muscle versus certain portions of it means completely clean margins. That means no cancer cells left in my arm. And then from there, we just continually screen me every 3 months for the first 2 years, and then I think about 6 months to a year for the following 10 years. Getting cancer when you're 21 years old is something that nobody's really counting for. Whether you're in college or not, you're not in a position that you're ready to think about life or death. That being said, the best part of my diagnosis is that we were aware and we were taking a preemptive strike. We knew about early diagnosis and we knew the signs. I was conscious of my body, and in that it potentially helped me live through it. But you know, life without a bicep muscle is weird. It does not grow back, many people ask, and yeah, it's a weird divot in my arm, but I can still lift things, I can still function, move it around. But really my message to all teenagers and young adults is be proactive about what's going on in your body. That may sound weird, may sound odd at first, you know, everybody thinks they're invincible, but the best wake-up call is when you realize you're not invincible. You know, there's going to be a day when you get older and you're going to realize, I can't see as well as I used to. My back hurts a lot. There are things wrong with everywhere on me. And that's just going to come with time, but you never want to get caught with the cancer card. Being prepared and being aware of what risks you have in your family health history. You know, if both your mom and your grandma had breast cancer, there's a strong chance that could be in your genetics. If there's a series of different types of cancers in your family, be aware of that, because then when you do notice a mass or something going on in your body, you can quickly go to your doctor and say, hey, I have these are my family health history notes, what can we do about this? You don't want to get caught at the worst third stage of a cancer once it's too late.
My name is Sydney Bullock. I am Ross's girlfriend. When we first found out that he had cancer, it was definitely a shock. No one was really expecting it, especially since his brother had a sarcoma before him, and it's completely rare for two people in the same family to have a sarcoma. So it was a shock, and then it was also just very weird to think about someone that you love and care about having this disease that is on a mission to basically kill him. So it was very upsetting to find out about his sarcoma diagnosis. Now that Ross is cancer-free, it is extremely relieving, although there always will be the concern in the back of my mind that it could come back or another form of cancer could come back, which is something that no one ever really wants to think about. But I mean, once you go through all of that, you can't really stop worrying. But I'm happy that he's doing so well. I'm happy that his arm is regaining strength after getting his bicep taken out. I'm happy that all the surgeries went so well and so smoothly. So I'm extremely thankful for all of Ross's doctors, the Cleveland Clinic specifically. They're just incredible. They got everything checked out so fast. He got into CT scans and MRIs way faster than, most people are able to schedule, and it was just a very pleasant experience. As weird as it is to call an experience revolving around cancer pleasant, they really made it as easy as possible for Ross and his family, and I'm extremely grateful for that.